What if I told you one of the most underrated mid-lane mages in Mobile Legends can completely dominate the jungle, carry solo rank, and make enemies question everything they know about the game? Yeah, I'm talking about Cyclops Jungle. And no, this isn't some troll pick or lucky game. This is a real strategy that can actually win you matches if you understand it properly. So before we get into it, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with your squad, because what you're about to hear might completely change how you play the game. So I went into a solo rank game, and instead of playing Cyclops in the usual mid lane like everyone expects, I locked him in as the jungler. No duo, no trio, no backup, just me. And I already knew what people were thinking. My team probably thought the game was over before it even started, and the enemy team probably saw Cyclops jungler and started smiling, thinking it could be an easy win. But that's the thing about off-meta picks. People underestimate them, and that's exactly where the advantage begins.
Now here's where it gets interesting. In the latest MLBB patches, especially in the current 2026 meta, we've seen a shift. Mages are stronger, cooldown-based heroes are more efficient, and the jungle role is no longer limited to assassins and fighters. Cyclops fits into this perfectly. He has insanely low cooldowns, constant damage output, and one of the most annoying lock-on ultimates in the game. And when you take that into the jungle, you unlock a completely different playstyle. Cyclops isn't just a mage, he's basically a walking machine gun. Every time his skills hit, his passive reduces cooldowns, which means the more you fight, the more you can keep fighting. In the jungle, this translates into faster clears, constant skill usage, and almost zero downtime. You're always doing something. You're always applying pressure, and once you hit your item spikes, you become extremely hard to deal with.
But let me be real with you. The early game is not where you shine. When I started the match, I didn't play aggressive. I didn't try to fight the enemy jungler. I didn't go for risky plays. I focused on one thing only: farming. Safe, efficient farming. Because Cyclops Jungle is all about timing. If you rush things too early, you will fall behind. But if you stay patient, the game slowly starts shifting in your favor. As I kept farming, rotating carefully, and avoiding unnecessary fights, I could feel the build coming together. And then mid-game hit, and everything changed. This is where Cyclops Jungle starts to show its true power. Once you get your core items, your damage becomes constant, not burst, but sustained pressure that enemies cannot ignore. I started rotating more aggressively, looking for opportunities to gank, and every time I showed up in a lane, it felt like a guaranteed advantage. The best part about Cyclops is his ultimate. Once you lock onto someone, that's it. There's no easy escape. Dashes don't save you, panic flickers don't save you, you're getting chased down. And in solo rank, where players are already uncoordinated, this becomes even stronger. I started picking off enemies one by one, targeting the marksman, the mage, even the enemy jungler. They couldn't keep up with the constant pressure. And then we reached that point in the game, the domination phase. This is where Cyclops Jungle becomes an absolute nightmare. I was everywhere, farming my jungle, invading theirs, ganking lanes, helping secure objectives. It felt like I controlled the entire map. The enemy team couldn't find an answer. If they grouped, I poked them down. If they split, I picked them off. If they tried to fight, my cooldowns were too fast for them to handle. This is why this pick works so well, especially in solo rank. You don't rely on your team to carry you. You don't depend on perfect coordination. You scale into the late game and become the win condition yourself. And that's something a lot of players underestimate. They focus too much on early game heroes trying to snowball fast, but Cyclops plays the long game and wins it. Now, if you actually want to try this yourself, you need to understand how to play it properly. Early game, your goal is simple: survive and farm. Don't fight strong early junglers, don't invade blindly, and don't overextend. Just build your foundation. Mid-game, you start taking control. Look for ganks, use your ultimate wisely, and start applying pressure across the map. But late game, that's where you shine the most. Your cooldowns are almost non-existent, your damage is constant, and you can melt through enemies if you position correctly. Your build should focus on cooldown reduction, magic power, and sustain. You're not trying to one-shot people instantly. You're trying to overwhelm them with continuous damage. Keep your skills flowing, keep your distance, and let your passive do the work. And of course, since you're jungling, you're running Retribution. That's non-negotiable. But let's not pretend this is perfect. Cyclops jungle has weaknesses. Your early game is fragile, you can get invaded, and if you fall behind, it can be hard to recover. Positioning is also very important. If you get caught, you can get deleted quickly. This pick requires patience, awareness, and smart decision-making. But if you get it right, the payoff is insane. And if you're enjoying this so far and you're learning something new, go ahead and like the video. Subscribe for more content like this and share it with your friends, because I promise you, they are not ready for Cyclops jungle. At the end of the day, this experience taught me something important. The meta is not a fixed rule, it's a guideline, and the players who climb the fastest are the ones who know when to break it. Cyclops may be known as a mid laner, but that doesn't mean that's all he can be. In the right hands, with the right mindset, he becomes something completely different, a jungle carry that no one expects. So yeah, I went into a solo rank game with an off-meta pick, got underestimated by both teams, played it smart, scaling into the late game, and completely dominated. And honestly, that's one of the best feelings in Mobile Legends. If you want more builds, more off-meta stratagems, and more ways to actually carry your games, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And comment Cyclops Jungle OP if you made it this far, because I already know, once you try this, you're gonna surprise a lot of people. Remember, the meta is temporary, but skill, that's forever.
Tomatoes and fun. I am a happy sponge. Superb control. That's it. I'm away. For the crusty cloud.
Double kill. Enemy rampage. Shut down. Legendary. Destroy the turret.
Who's up for some justice? Away. That's scary. It's not about winning, it's about fun. Kill it.